YouTube, welcome to GeekShhh. Now, before we get into this video, I want to do a SOE, State of Ethereum News. But before we get into that, I just want to let y'all know that I did not just buy this video. I actually shot this video back on April 16th. Back then, Ethereum was at 3,059. No, I'm not going out buying 3060 Ti's right now. But about the news, we now have an official date. September 19th, it's going down. And I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. I'm finna sell my shit. Yo, people are really getting rid of their rigs, man. I seen one guy in a neighboring state. He was selling a whole rig with 4 3060 Ti's for $1,200. That was a great deal. Even right now with, Ethereum in the tank, that was a great deal if you're someone that's mining for the future. So they have an official date, September 19th, and they saying like a week or 2 weeks before that, the bomb is going to hit. So it's going to be, you can still mine Ethereum, it's just going to be way less profitable. And then September 19th is going to hit if everything goes to plan. I'm ready for it. Be honest with you, this is something that they told me was going to happen in December. Then from December they pushed it back to June. Then in June they pushed it back again. So I'm ready to see what happens. This is going to be my first bear market. I want to see, how that goes, man. Yeah, I want, even with the deal that I just told you about, the guy selling it for $1,200 for 3060 Ti's, that's like $300 a 3060 Ti. I think it's going to go even lower than that when this bear market hit. And to the people out there that planning to sell their card, that sold their rigs when Ethereum dropped down to 1,000, that was a good thing that it dropped down for you, because if you're going to sell your rigs when it dropped down to 1,000, you was definitely going to sell your rigs when the merge happened, and you wasn't going to get as much money. So that actually helped y'all out. So right about now, we're sitting at around 1567. We're bouncing back a little bit from the crash. We're at about 918 terahash. When we go up like that, before we was around 1,000, now we're up to 1567. So the terahash is going to go up because more people are going to be mining. Yeah, so let me just get into a little conspiracy theory. And with the date being set to September 19th, Ethereum start climbing. Now, Ethereum crashed. I personally believe Ethereum crashed because the powers that be was putting pressure on them, like, hey, oh, you don't want to get this done? All right, cool. We're going to crash this. We're going to crash it until you do what you said you was going to do. Like, you guys are taking so long to do it. We're going to crash it until you guys do it. Now you have a date. All right, we're going to start pumping it a little bit. Honestly, that's just my conspiracy theory. You could take that with a grain of salt. You could think I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I probably don't. It's probably a brilliant idiot, conspiracy theory, but it's people out there that really control cryptocurrency. We are all small time people. I don't care if you think you big time because you got 7.5 gigahash or 8 gigahash, 9 gigahash. No, we are all bottom feeders. When you look at the market for Ethereum, it's 910 terahash. This is big business. And I even think people that have 6 terahash that's making over 100 grand a day, I think they're small time too. See what I'm saying? People that really control Ethereum probably never even mined it ever. Those billionaires, trillionaires, people with that type of money. But like I said, that just might be, some me going off the deep end. It is what it is. Let's get into this video. This is a 3060 Ti that I repasted. I tore down and repasted back in April. You can use this video to repaste your card. You can also use it to change your thermal pads. 2mm thermal pads from Gelid Extreme work pretty well in the 3060 Ti if your thermal pads in there are getting too degraded. It usually I think it take a long time for it to degrade, to tell you the honest truth. But yeah, So I'll be back with y'all in the next video. Peace. YouTube, welcome to GeekShhh. All right, so we got the 3060 Ti. I recently got this last night. This morning actually. I got this one, and I got a 3070 from the Best Buy drops. You know, they're going to be doing sporadic drops. Not really like a lot of cards. This was only like, this was one 3060 Ti in one store. Then I had to go to another store and get the 3070. It was raining last night. For some reason, a lot of people didn't really want to go out to get the cards. It was easy for me. So, all right, so this is 3060 Ti. Let's open it up. I'm gonna go ahead and repaste this. Every time I get an Nvidia card, I like to repaste it because Nvidia does a terrible job of pasting their cards. It's real terrible. So let's go ahead, cut that open. Trying to get to that good old fresh pair of Air Force One smell. I don't know how they got that Air Force One smell in this, but alright. Woo! Woo! Smell like a fresh pair of Air Force Ones. Fresh pair. I don't know if the Jordans, I can't remember if Jordans had that smell. I know damn sure Air Force Ones had that smell. Alright, so got the 3060 Ti. Can't really even tell the difference between a 3060 Ti and a damn 3070, but whatever. All right, so like I always say, Nvidia did a great job making this card. It seems simple, but it's a great looking card, very elegant. They did a great job. All right, so let's go ahead and repaste this. You're gonna start off with I use a Husky Precision Kit. I'll link it in the description. It's fairly inexpensive. You get it from Home Depot or their website. I'll link it. I don't know if they still sell it, but nonetheless. All right, so with the T8 bit, go ahead and unscrew these screws. Am I recording? I'm damn sure, you know what I'm talking about. All right, just unscrew these screws real quick. Yeah, so you want to put your screws somewhere that you can get to them and they don't fall. You do not want these screws to fall, and you got to play detective trying to find it, Sherlock Holmes and all that nonsense. All right, just 6 screws. That back plate ready to come off. All right, so that's your back plate. Put that to the side. It's a little T8 screw right here. We're gonna take that out for the IO shield. Put that somewhere safe. You typically don't want to use what I'm using. I'm using just a small speaker so I can record this, but you want to use like a big desk, so if your screws ever drop, it don't drop to the floor where you gotta find it. It just drops to the desk. So you have 2 ribbons here, and you just want to unlatch this latch. So you just, with your fingernail, pull it up on both sides. Then with your finger, just pull the ribbon back. All right, got that one. And if your finger is not working, feel like it's not doing it correctly, getting it out, you can always use tape to pull that off. All right, so let's get rid of the IO shield. This is still T8. They made this pretty easy. It's not like the 3080. 3080 has more steps. A lot more going on. I would imagine the 3090 is just like the 3080 or even worse. The 3060 Ti and the 3070. Real simple. All right, we removed the IO shield. Put that somewhere you can get to it later. All right, so switch from T8 to a T6 bit. And then you want to unscrew this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to go by fours, cross pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's out. You want to put that to the side, somewhere you can access it. None of the screws drop up. Cool. So you got the ribbons out. You took out the IO shield and you unscrew that. Now this is ready to disassemble. Nothing holding it in no more. It's just tape. All right. Okay, so there you go. This thermal paste is dry. I love Nvidia because they gave us a real inexpensive card, a great inexpensive card, but man, they really shorted us on the thermal paste, which is not bad because I'd rather just repaste it myself than this kind of dropped off a little bit. Yeah, move this, put it back up here. All right, so shop towel, take the alcohol. Shop towel you get from the Autoport store. Alcohol, I'll insert a picture of it so you know exactly which one I'm talking about. And if you can't get this particular alcohol, still get the rubbing alcohol from CVS. Still does the job. 99%, I believe. Clean off that thermal paste on the heat sink. There's a sin. Alright, so go ahead and drop that in the garbage. Clean that side off. We'll put this heat sink to the side. Alright, I'm gonna spray this again with more rubbing, more alcohol. Then we're gonna clean off this PCB. This thing dry as hell, man. I don't know what Nvidia was doing, bro. I don't know if they did this so it lasts longer. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that's terrified of opening up their graphic cards. But you gotta get over that nonsense. You have to get over that nonsense. America does not let companies void their warranty because the consumer opened up the card. That's against the law in America. Now, if you're in another country, I don't know what to say. But if you plan on mining a long time, you're going to have to get used to doing this. You're going to have to do maintenance on your card, clean it out, repad it. Now, one thing we're not doing, we're not repadding this card. The pads are good enough. I repadded a 3060 Ti before with Gelid Extremes. It was a waste of time. I don't know why I did that nonsense. This is regular GDDR6 memory. Only ones you gotta really repad are the GDDR6X, so the 3080, 3090, all that type of stuff. Not these memories on the 3070, 3060 Ti. So you got a cotton swab. Just spray the cotton swab with the alcohol, and then you're gonna go ahead and clean this off. Get a real good cleaning on it. Why y'all girlfriend calling me? Why she on me like this?
Hey, yo, Darko, you going crazy.
Alright, so good cleaning. Good cleaning of it. That's good enough right there. Alright, so now what we need to do is so now what we got to do is put thermal paste. Thermal paste I like to use is the Artic MX4. Damn. There we go. I like to use the Artic MX4. Right now you can get it on Amazon. I got like, this is like 45 grams. I got it for like $23. They got a special on Amazon. I say go ahead and grab that. MX4 is good enough. The best one I've run across was Cryonaut, but Cryonaut is expensive. So I've always been using MX4. Now with a GPU die, it's not like using a CPU die where you want to do less, a little P size. On the GPU die, you want to do more. You want to do more than the normal. So get you a good amount on there and then spread it out with your spatula. If you don't have a spatula, you can use like a credit card, you know, old credit card or something like that, plastic. Spatula just make things real simple. You just want to spread it over the entire die. Alright, that's good enough. Clean that off. Put that spatula back where you can find it next time. That's annoying. Alright, so when I spread it out, then I like to go back and put like a little, you know, a little drop in the middle.
Hey, yo, Darko,
What I like to do.
you going crazy.
Alright, put that away. So now it's time to go back into on the heatsink. Pull that heatsink out. And you know what side the heatsink should go on because you got this power connector right here. So the opening is right here. So that's how you know. You can't be confused on that. All right, so you got two ribbons. All right, so you got two ribbons, so you don't want the ribbons to be under. You want to make sure that's there. It's two little clip indentations, I guess. I don't know what to call them, that you want to line up on the card. You want to get it in there on the card. You want to start on this side first. Make sure that's in there. Always make sure that side is done first, because sometimes it get a little. Make sure the ribbon good. Make sure that indentation is on there. Then you just made contact. All right, so the clips are already up on these sides, so go ahead and push these ribbons in. You want to push it as close as it is. You got a little white line. You want to get it as close as you can to that. Then clip it in. I'm gonna do this side. Like I said, if you can't get it in yourself, you can always use like some tape to pull it in. Get that in, get it as close as you can. And you close the latch on that one too. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. That's T8. Alright, so a little screw that goes in this one. Remember, this is T8. This is a T8 bit. Jesus Christ. Alright, so screw that in.
Hey, yo, Darko.
Go ahead and screw these in too. Well, then again, let me do this first. Switch back out to the T6. And we're gonna do these. I'm gonna do this. All right, so one, two, three, four. That one. This other screw. One, two, three, four. This side. One, two, three, four. I like to do 4 at a time, cross pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's tight. 1, 2, 3. Now you don't want to overly tighten these. You don't want to rip the grooves. You do not want to rip the grooves. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you do not want to rip the grooves because I don't even think they have replacement screws out there. So remember, that's a T6. All right, so you did that. Now stand this up, switch back to a T8 bit and put in these screws over here. This stuff is fairly easy. Not till you get to the 3080. That things get a little complicated. 3080, 3090, I would imagine that I never had a 3080 Ti Founders or 3070 Ti, so I can't speak on those. Well, I would imagine it's basically probably the same as the 3080. All right. Got that. All right, so got that done. Now it's about the bracket. Got little clips over here. Put the clips in. Switch back to the T8. Put in these screws. I feel like repasting it helps you get that extra mega hash. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on T6, my bad. Back to the T8. Get to the T8. I feel like it helps you get that extra mega hash, particularly on Windows. On Hive, I don't really know At least I didn't get the right settings to get that extra mega hash, but I feel like on Windows it definitely helped you get that extra mega hash. I definitely saw the difference. All right, almost done with that. All right, quick, fast, and easy. Not really nothing to be scared about. I suggest everyone to, as soon as they get these Founders Edition, it's the Repaste. If you got a 3080, Repaste and Repad, but these 3060 Ti's, 3070s, repaste it immediately, man. Don't even mess around. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and plug it into the Windows, my 3060 Ti and the 3070. I already showed y'all, well, this is the first video I'm gonna put up, then I'm gonna put up the 3070 video. I'm gonna show y'all how it look inside of Windows. I'm not putting these two in Hive, at least not yet. I'm gonna leave it in my little Windows rig that I got, that I'm switching around a lot of things. And yeah, easy situation, easy. So I'll show y'all that in a second.